What's good? Where you at? Holy cow! Nemean, we back with episode 2.
We made it, man.
We made it.
We're here.
We're here. I think we've been called up to the main roster here on the WWE Podcast. Welcome everybody. We are WTFW. Podcast within a podcast, officially, unofficial, you know what I'm saying, like something like that. Yeah. But hey, the bottom line is we're back for episode 2, which means that A, either people liked it, C, there was nothing else better, or
we're just gonna skip B.
We're going to skip B. Did I skip B?
Yeah.
Hey, we have no B in our alphabet, okay? But if there was a B, B would be, then the boss must have dug it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, it's an honor to be here. Episode 2, we didn't know if anyone was going to hear episode 1. And, hey, we here. So we're going to get into it. Again, if this is your first time with us, we are not a review show. We are not a summarizing show. We have no affiliation that clouds our judgment. We are literally fire, trash, and Lunchables all day, day. Does that sound about right?
That sounds about right. Yeah, we're just two buddies shooting the crap with each other.
Yeah, and we aren't cussing.
Yeah, no.
And we're not cussing.
No cussing.
No curses. I mean, I know that some words can sound like cuss words, like freaking or Duggan or Danhausen. But we are PG. We are glad to be here. We're gonna jump right into the early stages of the episode where we got some fire. And I want to tell my fire first because, hey, WWE fans. We've been waiting for it, but it never got to happen. But Samoa Joe returned to action, won the Ring of Honor championship, and actually got whooped afterwards and all this stuff on AEW. But that don't matter. All that matters is what's fire. That's Samoa Joe.
He's back.
Samoa Joe. Like,
it's exciting.
It's exciting. I know that maybe health problems were keeping him from being in the ring in WWE, but what we are finding out is AEW doesn't seem to have that strict of rules. So I hope he's safe. But, my fire for the week was Samoa Joe. Another fire is something that if you have not watched NXT, and I know you're going to agree with me on this one, if you have not watched NXT, I suggest they start because we've been proven now that NXT is going to overlap with Raw in the main roster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You had a couple stars return to NXT. One of them, Nemean does not know about. I'm going to drop it on him here in a little bit because it's actually one of my fire moments and trash moments at the same time. But NXT, the name is Nikita Lyons. Fire. Like scorching fire.
Hands down.
Now, and we're not, yes, she is a beautiful woman. Yes. Okay. But that's not why we saying she fire. Her in-ring work is getting better every match. She is looking like an unstoppable force. And to be perfectly honest, she's in a feud with a girl named Lash Legend or something like that. And she's absolutely trash to me. So it's actually fire for me to get to see Nikita Lyons whoop her eventually. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't believe, what do you think? I don't believe this girl is going to be on the NXT roster that long.
Not too long. I don't think so.
Would you say that she has to win the women's title before going up? Or is she one of those that can get by without it?
I think she can get by without it. She's the total package. She's got the gimmick, she does her own ring entrance music. She raps and sings her own music. Her own entrance music. I mean, come on.
And we all know who started that, Shawn Michaels. But if you have not caught NXT, if you have not caught it on Twitter or Google or anything, check out Nikita Lyons because I'm with it. I think that she immediately needs to get to that main roster because that I want to see her against Charlotte. I want to see her against Rhea.
Oh, you could put her. Yeah, you could put her against any of the top women right now.
Absolute fire. What's your fire for the week so far?
My first fire goes back. It's total correlation with my last week's fire, the Blackpool Combat Club.
Ooh,
Yuta versus Jon Moxley. Man, that the match was just a barn burner. Mox has said before they even started the Combat Club to Bryan Danielson that if you want to fight with me, you got to bleed with me.
Right. He bled.
He bled a lot. There was blood.
He bled a whole lot. Now, but I'm going to agree with you 100% on fire on this, hands down. But I do got to say something. Like, we talked about this before, like, getting busted open the hard way and cutting.
Yeah.
I see cutting in AEW all the time.
It's
like
pretty predominant.
It's rampant.
Yeah.
And, I understand how blood push this match over. But am I wrong for just wishing that Moxley had just busted him open the hard way?
No, not at all.
No,
I'll definitely give you that one.
Okay, because now I don't know why, but for some reason the cut jobs lately have been extreme.
Yeah,
and
they love their blood over on AEW.
That amount of blood that he was spraying all over the place was almost uncomfortable for me. I gotta say, it reminded me of the Mankind days. You know what I'm saying? But no, I can't disagree with you with that. At all. Yuta versus Mox. If you have not seen the match from AEW, go back and watch it because that is the newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club. And you get your shirt yet?
Mox said, now the real work begins.
Yeah,
Yuta right at the end there, and that's him shaking Regal's hand. That's just confirmation right there.
And then he even put the initials in his BCC chest with blood
on his chest. Yeah, just fire.
Fire. Okay, fire. Yuta, you are fire, and you're probably gonna be there for a while. Have you gotten? By the way, you gotten your Blackpool Combat Club shirt yet?
Yeah.
Did you get me one?
Yeah. No.
You didn't give me one.
No.
You know what that is? Trash. Okay. Another fire moment. What do you got for it? What from WWE?
Lacey Evans.
Woo!
I'd heard about her. I never was around when she was
the sassy Southern Belle.
Yeah, first introduced back on NXT and all that. But the promo that she did, that she cut for herself to be introduced to the main roster was awesome.
Yeah, it
got me invested right away.
She's actually been on the main roster this whole time. She had a baby right after Becky Lynch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why she's been gone. But it is neat for me to see you getting experience to Lacey Evans brand new.
Yeah.
Because she got over on NXT, but she had this heel gimmick, nasty. She called the girls nasties.
Yeah. I've heard about it. I've seen clips and everything. But
and then she got really cringy with Ric Flair, dating Ric Flair in a way.
Yeah, I've seen those clips as well.
It was really, really, but I have to 100% agree with you there because it is fire. Because Lacey Evans, before she left for her baby, she literally would be on the lunchable list.
Yeah,
like 100%.
Well, she had emotion. She had conviction. She's ready. It seems like she wants to come and prove herself, and she looks like the type of wrestler that could, hang with the best of them. I
can assure you. She can.
Yeah.
She can. Really, it was really only her gimmick that really kind of lost WWE fans. But I have to agree with you. Lacey Evans, the half shoot, half work, because she is a Marine. She 100%.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy the fact that they're playing off of that because, man, if you want to get somebody invested in your character, give them something to relate to.
Yeah.
And that's real. Yeah. That's real. So, Lacey Evans? Fire. All right. Hey, you got any more fire? Because, I know we like to start you off with the fire because we got tons of trash. Not like last week. We don't have WrestleMania. But we will always get our fire out of the way so that way you can get your Lunchables ready because you'll need them later, and so that way you can get your bathroom break in, your smoke break, whatever you need. But what's another fire?
One more fire I have that, I'm not – it could go either way with some people, but for me, the Usos, they're extremely over for me, have been, they're slowly climbing the ranks as one of the greatest tag teams of all time, in my opinion. Every time they're in the ring, their timing together is perfect. They never skip a beat, and I'm excited for this run that they're doing, trying to get all of the gold to the Bloodline.
So you okay with the unification idea?
For the moment,
for the Usos?
They've already done it with the main title.
Yeah.
Why not?
Get all the gold.
Exactly. It's a good storyline, and who better to do it than the Usos?
I gotta agree there. Let's get out of the way. Usos, the unification. We can both agree. Fire. But that, my friend, is gonna bring me right into the first trash.
Let's hear it.
The very first trash. Because you know who my favorite tag team is.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm very, very obvious about who they are. You know, Super Kick Party! The Young Bucks, okay? The Young Bucks are my team. And I'll admit, I get a little grin, a little cheeky when things go both, you know, back and forth across the ocean between WWE and AEW. However, the Usos, when Shinsuke Nakamura came out to talk to Roman Reigns, I know he said it. I heard him say it. But Pat McAfee literally said, it's a super kick party. Strike one. I'm sorry, McAfee, but that was my... No. And then secondly, it was fire, the super kick that they did to Shinsuke. But it is also trash to me. You know why? Because that is the Young Bucks, and, you know, the bottom line is this, and me and you have talked about it. There is a match that happened, and it was talked about in the Young Bucks book where they had a tryout match against the Usos.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
And I'm going to talk about it every week.
Yeah,
you know? And every time that the Usos imitate the Young Bucks, I'm going to put them in my trash.
Yeah.
I'm just going to. You know why? Because I can.
Fair.
It's fair.
Fair.
It's fair.
Oh, yeah.
It's fair. Usos.
You can fanboy all you want.
I'm fanboying.
Do it.
I will fanboy. You know, when it comes to the Young Bucks, in my mind, the number one tag team in all of wrestling. But hey, if you're gonna steal their moves, if you're gonna steal their lines or whatnot, at least pay a little respect. That's
hey,
all
that
I'm
was
saying.
all Pat though. That had nothing to do with the Usos. All right.
Yeah, don't tell me someone's not in that here. Cody Rhodes is there now.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the reason why I think it was trash, because I'm like, you know, like Cody might be telling him a few little things on ways to get back, because that's what Cody did to WWE while he was in AEW. Yeah. So, hey, I'm just saying, when it comes to the Super, I'm nothing against the Usos. I'm with you on the fire. But, you know, the Super Kick Party... No, that's trash, because I only want to see that from one group, and there's only two people that I can handle throwing super kicks all match long, and that is the Young Bucks. What's your trash? What trash you got?
I'm gonna start my trash off with Damian Priest.
Trash.
That match with AJ Styles, man.
It wasn't a match.
It wasn't.
It didn't end.
It just
did it end?
Abruptly ended. He kicked him out of the ring, and there was no. There was no finish to the match. There was no winner.
It went to commercial.
And then somehow Damian Priest ends up in the middle of the ring with some sort of
light chain, like the Fiend,
witching power.
Is it the Fiend?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
That's
that's trash.
It's trash.
It's trash. Trash. It's 100% trash, especially for me as well, because they made me wait through the commercial break.
Yeah. Just to come back to him.
To nothing. No, it came back to nothing.
And
it was AJ in the back.
AJ's pissed. I would be too. It's like, and the absence of Edge. Where's Edge at this whole time?
To be honest, I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was pissed. If we say pissed, that's PG, right?
That's PG.
That's PG. Okay. But yeah, for sure, you know, 100% this Damian Priest thing. But you know what? That's going to go to one of my trashes, because I have a theory on why it happened that way. Where was Edge? Where was Rey Mysterio? Where was Rhea Ripley? Here's the thing. You said it. You know, how far are we in this COVID era?
We're 2 years
into COVID era.
COVID era.
If that's what they have, just say so.
Yeah. Don't.
You know.
That's classic WWE. They love to do things and then not give us any clear reason why they're doing it.
But I felt like, to me, it felt like half the roster was gone, and then when I really looked at it, those three people were gone,
and they're the main story.
They were in the main,
right now,
yeah. You know, so for me, you know what? If people are going to be gone, give us, even if you're going to make it storyline related. They didn't even do it storyline related.
Yeah, like
give us something, a reason why they're not there. Don't just think we're going to forget that they're there. You know, so for me, that's trash. Damian Priest, though, that whole match thing, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, say it with us. Trash. I'm gonna go straight with that. You know, speaking of theatrics and all of that nonsense, Monday Night Raw had a very, very weak amount of wrestling. Again. And you know what we call that? Trash. You know, there's something else I gotta say that is trash, like absolute trash. And this is fanboy coming out again. Fanboy, because we've done our research.
Yeah.
Bailey. you still haven't gotten to experience Bayley. And I am finding out week after week after week after week, Bayley's missing. Like, we need Bayley. She is an amazing heel, and the fact she didn't come back at WrestleMania, for me, was trash. But the fact she didn't come back at the Monday after WrestleMania was trash. So now I'm just going to say this. Every episode from here on out that doesn't have Bayley, trash.
I'll give it to you.
You just give it to me?
Yeah.
I mean, because you know nothing of Bayley yet.
I've seen some of her old matches. You give me a little bit of introduction, but I've been staying away because I want my raw reaction. My knee jerk reaction of this.
I personally can't wait.
Yeah,
I personally can't wait. But also another good trash. The Diva era is gone. The Diva era has been gone for a while, and we're both fans of Cora Jade from NXT.
Yeah,
they have started to bank on her beauty or her cuteness or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it diva, the diva effect.
Yeah.
Cora Jade is somebody to me who's gotten better every time in the ring. I want to see her, get that title, but I want to stop. I know that Vince McMahon is allowing and bringing more of the risque outfits and whatnot back and letting the girls be more sexy, so to speak, but I'm not with it. I like the era that we're in where the women are absolute just beasts in the ring. And so for me, the idea of going backwards to divas, for me, is trash. And I see it with Cora Jade. I mean, does that make sense?
That makes complete sense, yeah. I mean, it goes, it goes without saying that that's been a thing in WWE for forever. The whole
diva effect.
Well,
we're going to call it the diva effect.
But I agree with you 100%. I think that the more we can focus on the
athleticism,
the athleticism, the ability of these women, the better.
Yes, I'm with you. What do you got for trash?
Dominick Mysterio.
What? Tell me just a few things that are trash about Dominic.
Well, there's so many. There's too many.
We could do a whole episode.
We could literally do a whole trash list.
Maybe that's what we'll do next week. We'll do a whole Mysterio episode.
It's like his name can only get him so far. We've said it before.
Yes.
I get it. I love how Ray wanted to be the first father-son tag team champions. Great.
They did it.
They did it. It's done and gone. Now we need Dominic either needs to prove himself or stay off TV.
Yeah, I think it's actually it's kind of you have it on your trash. I actually thought it was fire this week because of the simple fact that he got written off TV.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Not just written off by TV, but written off by who?
Veer Mahan, who like I said, he is our official mascot. He is our number one dude. He is our guy. Veer Mahan, absolutely. I loved every bit of it.
Me too.
I did. I mean, he destroyed Dominic like the little kid that he is.
And that might be the only good part about what Dominic being on TV was the fact that we hopefully. I think the boss even said it in his show was hopefully for a few months we won't see Dominic.
I think that's good.
I do too.
I think he should be gone for a few months, and I think he should reemerge in NXT.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. What's another trash?
Another trash list. Going back to the whole COVID thing we were talking about, I don't know if that's the reason Rhea Ripley was gone. We heard last week Rhea said to Liv that she got them
the title match.
A title match. Rematch.
Yeah, and then Liv beat Sasha.
Liv beat Sasha on SmackDown.
And then Monday
night comes, no tag team match. It's just Liv versus Naomi, and the match was
trash.
It was trash.
It was trash.
A 4-minute match.
And she lost.
And she lost. And it was, uneventful.
I'm right there with you, because on my trash list is the lack of direction for Liv Morgan, because this has gone on for months.
Way too long.
Months.
Way too long.
It's gone on from her singles career to her tag team career. And so, no, let's just say this. Everything that's surrounding Liv Morgan right now, trash. I got a trash one from AEW. And some people may not like this. Some people may not like this. Danhausen. Danhausen, for me, I understand that he's been injured, but the whole concept of him being behind Hook, because for me, Hook is over. Hook is over for me. Like, I like the fact Hook ain't saying nothing. And I know we're going to segue into yours here in a second, but for me, Hook, he's over with me. And I like that he don't say nothing. But now, it's been like 3 weeks in a row that everywhere he goes, he's got Danhausen right behind him trying to cast his boogity boogity spell. And maybe it's because I don't know Danhausen that well. And maybe I don't understand his gimmick all the way. But Danhausen, for all the hype and hoopla, I need something. Give me something. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Like you can't just keep him on TV being a comedic character, because then when it does come time for him to wrestle, it's going to take me a lot longer to get into him, you know?
See, I almost think it's the other way around on that. On that note, I think the longer we get this, if he does come in and just prove himself in the ring,
just wreck,
then that's just going to make his comedic gimmick that much better. Because, you know, we'll see him actually be able to do something in the ring. And I don't know, for all we know, that might not happen. But
maybe it's because you got two gimmicks, two characters that aren't wrestling.
Yeah.
Both Hook and Danhausen.
Yeah.
You know, and all Hook has is squash matches, but lately he hasn't even been doing that.
Yeah.
So, no, for me right now, you know what? Tell you what, I'm going to take Danhausen. I'm going to take him off the trash list. I'm going to put him on my lunchable break for now. You know, he's not over, not under. I'm going to say I'm going to take a break. I'm out on Danhausen until he's medically cleared to play.
That's fair.
How's that?
That's fair.
Because
that leads right into my lunchable break as well. The same concept of Hook. You know, I'm all for him not talking. That's fine. That gimmick, you know, it's worked in the past. But I need something from him. I need something to get me invested in the guy. He's came in, he's proven that he can hang in the ring. So give me a story. Give me some sort of something to latch onto so that I can actually appreciate this guy more. Because as of right now, you know, he's not over. He's not over. He's there. He's just there.
And you know, that's crazy, because I feel like this is our first actual full-on down-the-middle split. You know, I'm for the same reasons why I'm out on Danhausen is the same reasons you're out on Hook.
Yeah.
And the problem is they're both in the same program with each other.
Yeah.
So, you know, on that tip, you know, I'm gonna say we'll just give it a pass.
Yeah.
We'll just give it a pass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's more to come from both of them. We know that both of these guys have a lot to give us. So
I'm gonna feel bad when one of them doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like one of them's going to go through, and I feel like the other one is going to go the other way. I don't know.
We shall see.
I mean, I like it when two people can put each other over, but I'm not sure at this point. Because, you know, and that's another thing that is trash for me on AEW at the moment is the fact that there are so many storylines going on. So many.
Yeah.
You know, WWE has, 5 or 6 storylines at one time. Meanwhile, AEW, whereas they're better at the long-term storytelling, the fact that they have 30-some odd stories going on at once is causing me to lose track of what's going on. Yeah. So for me, I just feel like they need to tighten it up a little bit, rein it in, and get off my trash list, because this is the first couple of weeks where actually WWE's had me more interested. Yeah. And that's weird, because I'm a fan of the wrestling concept, and that's where you get a lot more of that in AEW, but there too much can be too much.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's our trash. You got anything else? Any more lunchable breaks? Any quick fires? Any quick trash? Something you're looking forward to?
I'm just I'm looking forward to seeing Sasha and Naomi actually defend their titles. It seems like a pretty common trend with WWE that as soon as a women's tag team wins the women's tag team championships, they just kind of go stagnant.
And they hold it.
And they just hold it, and you lose interest or care in the titles. And I want to see, Sasha and Naomi are two great superstars. They're great at what they do, and I think that they could bring the notoriety to the...
I think they could elevate them.
I think they could elevate them, but there needs to be some story there.
But I don't have any faith. I have no faith.
Well, that's
I have no faith.
What I'm saying.
So that's why, like, the women's tag team titles, actually, right now, no matter who they're on, there's only one word that I can describe. trash.
They are.
And that brings us really to our ending, and our closing is, the bottom line is this, is maybe WrestleMania was too much. Maybe they set the bar so high for a moment. I think that we are actually going to just have to give in to the fact that, especially in WWE, for the next month or so, there's going to be a lot of trash. I feel like it.
They tied everything up, and now
they need to be better.
Yeah.
I feel like, and I'm going to agree with the boss on this one. I feel like WrestleMania they threw everything at the wall. But they didn't have absolutely any idea what to do afterwards.
Yeah.
Even with Shinsuke and Roman Reigns, that's only because of Boogs getting hurt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know what to do with the tag team titles. You got these factions coming together. What's going on with the U.S. title, the Intercontinental title? I just see them randomly defended on every other show. So, WWE is the same thing, as AEW right now. I feel like they need to tighten it up a little bit. And get us something to get back invested into.
Just focus a little bit.
Because, otherwise they're going to cause everybody to take a couple month break again.
Yeah.
And that to me is trash. But that is our second episode. We have our second episode now.
It's in the books.
Yeah. And it's only going to get better from here on out. And I say next week we go ahead and hit up the Patreon crew. We're going to find out what they think is trash.
Yeah, let's get people involved.
And I say we break it down and we get all our topics from them. And then we're going to go ahead and organize it into our own trash fire list. Because this show, we can do whatever we want.
I'm with it.
I'm
all about getting the fans, the listeners, anybody who wants to involved.
Right. So I'm going to say this. If you have a trash list, if you have something that needs to be talked about, if you have something that you don't agree with us on, then what I want y'all to do is I want you to go to the mailbag. The mailbag, holler out at us and let us know. Go at us on Twitter. I will be posting that this week as well. And let us know what you guys want, because we're here to break it down. And Kyle, I know you listening out there. Kyle from the Patreon, he said that we wouldn't dare put him on the trash list.
No.
So, in closing,
be careful what you wish for, man.
Today, I'd like to end the show with one thing. Kyle, you, my friend, are trash. Just see y'all next week.
Thanks for listening to the WWE Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast app so you don't miss a show, or head to WWEpodcast.com. And for all of these shows ad-free, head over to patreon.com/WWE Podcast. Until then, we'll see you next time.